Previously on Knight's Quest.
It's because your mother's soul is inside the ocarina.
They will decide, and they shall head out from the beacon.
Is anyone going to use the wand?
Rainer, you have a dream, and you see her. Hello, son.
Jameson and Nathan, you have been brought before this court to be tried for your crimes against the realm. How do you plead?
Innocent!
Guilty.
You haven't even heard the charges yet.
I know I'm innocent. I've never done anything wrong in my life.
Jameson, you are charged guilty on 3 accounts of being really good at making cool music.
Only 3 accounts?
Definitely not guilty.
They are albums, Jameson. Nathan,
oh, I get it. Yeah.
You
yeah.
have been charged on multiple accounts of using the same character voice for different characters. How do you plead?
I'm completely innocent. There's no evidence. And I definitely keep my characters the same voice throughout, and there's definitely no proof that Run's character voice is different from the first time she was introduced till now. And now she just has Raisha's voice, but like slightly higher pitched. Maybe?
Right.
No evidence.
There is only one way to determine the veracity of these statements.
Getting a lawyer.
It is to record a new episode of Knight's Quest.
Oh, okay.
Or Knight's Quest! Yay, Knight's Quest!
Right. I
Also,
thought we
Jake,
were going to get lawyers, but this works too.
Also, Jake, don't click the mouse.
I've never done such a thing.
That's what you're guilty of, is clicking the mouse during
true,
recording.
I am also guilty. There is no one who is innocent.
The judge was on trial the whole time. It's a secret
That's
trial.
how court works.
Oh my god.
Psych. Got him.
This is like,
I'm the editor.
that's definitely like the plot
I
of a
must
Phoenix Wright
take
game.
the tree out of my own eye before I can throw stones at somebody else's glass house. That's the
Whoa. Whoa.
that's the metaphor.
That was vicious.
Somebody get a blender because we're mixing all our metaphors.
Oh my god. I can tell it's going to be a good one, folks.
It's not.
Lowell, you might want to pull over for this. I don't know if you can handle driving
Actually,
at the same time.
I think Lowell takes the bus now.
Huh?
Oh shit, so we can do all this stuff we told him he can't do?
Yeah. Lowell, you've been freed.
Oh.
God. He broke the curse.
Unless he is driving now and he was just taking the bus for a while. I mean, last time we saw him at the golf ball tournament, he said he
Oh, gotcha.
he rode the
A
bus.
clever ruse telling us you took public transport.
Either way,
Right.
you're going to enjoy this episode because we're going to start off with a dice roll.
Oh,
snap.
excellent.
Rainer,
Okay.
I need you to roll for dreams
Oh.
difficulty 2
Okay.
because we are in a dream.
Oh, dang.
For some reason, Rainer's skill stat is actually a 4, and he has a proficiency in dreaming, so, like, I'm going to be rolling a lot of shit.
You're gonna probably succeed on this one.
This is a dream.
That is 2 successes and 1 advantage.
Great.
Oh,
The success was going to determine, again, whether or not you were aware you're in a dream.
Okay.
So you know this is a dream. And I'm going to say that your one advantage is that you have some control over the dream. So if you wanted to make like, oh, hey, there's an apple on that table, you can. Because that's how dreams work, right? They're not real static things.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
if you want to manifest stuff or like, oh, we open this one door and it actually opens up to somewhere it wouldn't in real life, but
Okay.
dream logic, you have that ability to control the dream a bit.
Wow. Okay.
Except for one detail,
Yeah.
which you are surprised by, and is the fact that you had opened the door into another room and you saw your mother.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about how Rainer, even if it is a dream, I've been thinking about how he would react to this. At first he says, I never thought I would see you again.
I didn't think I would get to see or talk to you either.
Yeah, I mean, he gives her a big hug. I feel like that's a fairly obvious one, but yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah, and it's, it's a dream, so it's one of those things where, like, you feel it, but you know it's not real, but it's still nice, right?
Yeah,
it's still, there's enough of, I think, how at least I always feel dreams, they're able to tap into vibes or memory, like, experiences, and so you're able to, like, tap into that through this dream.
Right.
Is that comfort, that safety that comes with hugging your mother. And she says, I'm so proud of you and everything that you've done so far.
Yeah, about that. He kind of steps back and he says, that when you... Sorry, this is just a lot to take in. I was just...
It's okay, son.
I was just talking to Dad about this. You helped me. You saved me. When my friends and I were being attacked by the Azomite, you somehow reached through all of that. You woke me back up. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't just a dream or a memory, because you said I was the hero. Like, I don't know how to ask this, but are you watching? Are you still able to, I don't know, watch over me?
She smiles and has you sit next to her. I'm imagining that you're in her room, like on her bed. That's how I was picturing it. If it wasn't dream logic, you are now.
Yeah.
And so she has you sit down next to her, and she says, yes, I have been ever since you helped your father do those chores. And he gave you, and she touches the ocarina around your neck. Ever since he gave you my ocarina, I've been with you. I was with you at your first performance and in the mine. I was with you with the coin rats and at the Sun Festival, in the gate and in the oasis and the dungeon and even here in the beacon. I've been with you this whole time. And
it's through the music, right?
I think so. I'm not an expert in this, but from what your father just said earlier today, it seems makes the most sense that she kind of gestures to herself, I'm just my anima, I'm just my soul that's left that was in your ocarina.
Yeah. Wow. In that case, I am really sorry. I've been using your spirit to play the same George Michael and Rick Astley songs so many times.
You play them well, son. You play them well.
That's good to hear. It's strange. I know. I'm thrilled to see you. I really am. But it's strange. I wish I could have known you. I wish I could remember you from anything other than being, just so young and barely being able to picture what you looked like back then. And I feel like I don't really know you.
I think it's in that moment too, as you look at her, it is quite clear that the image that you're seeing of her is the one that either you just have the most vivid memory of from your past, or do you think there would have been a picture of her in your house?
Yeah. If we were able to, if there was like a traveling,
Sure.
There was someone who would like do sketches of people on parchment, and it was like a whole big holiday for the town, And I think it's a picture of all three of us. Obviously, it's not the most realistic picture in the world, but I think we did have that, yeah. Yeah,
so this image you're seeing of your mom is heavily influenced by that picture. She almost even looks a little bit like a drawing.
Yeah,
because that's how you see her. Not completely, it's not like an animated stick figure, but you can like see little traces of sketches around her form as you see her. And she says, it is something that I have grieved as well. The fact that I didn't get to see you grow up. I mean, the last I saw you before this whole journey was, when I was sick. And now I see you here all grown up and going on adventures and saving people, traveling the world. I miss being able to see you grow. But I haven't missed all of it. I mean, the growth that you've had already, son. I mean, picture yourself just a couple months ago, this spring, if you would have told yourself that you would have been halfway across the world in the rooms with leaders of other countries and performing and fighting spirits, would you have believed that?
No, definitely not. Rainer kind of laughs at that, and he smiles, and he looks at the room around them, and I think since Rainer does have a little bit of control over this dream, he changes it a little bit so they are in the square in Gul'dan with the fountain. And
yeah, it's almost like they were sitting on the bed and then they stand up from being on the edge of the fountain.
Yeah. It's a summer's day, and the sun is high in the sky, and there are people around. They're not, like, completely detailed and specific people, because it's just a dream, but there are people bustling around, and there's people selling stuff on the sides of the square in their stalls, and there's kids running over the cobblestones, and there's carts coming through, and it's just kind of a normal, average snapshot of the town, you know? And Rainer says, I want to come back so badly, and I want to get everyone back home. I want to bring an end to this whole crazy journey. Right now it feels like I can't do that because I have to put all of that on hold and try to stop a vengeful spirit of chaos instead, and it feels like I've already failed at that so many times, and I don't know how to succeed at it this time.
She nods her head. She says, you're right. You do have to put off coming back home for now. Because if you don't, she looks around at this peaceful, joyful, normal town. She says, if you don't, this won't exist. I don't know any more about Mirjik or what he's planning to do than you do. But from what I've heard, and from what has been going on, I imagine if he succeeds, normal won't be the normal.
Yeah.
I want to be able to help more. I want to give you a nugget of wisdom right now about how to go and fight and win. But I'm not a warrior. I'm not a spirit fighter. I'm a musician. I'm your mom. And I'm dead. And she puts her hand on your shoulder. I can give you this. She gives you another hug as she says these last words into your ears. She says, I love you, son. And I know that the writer has chosen you for a reason. Not only have you grown to become the hero that I know you are, but because you have surrounded yourself with good people, good characters. And I mean that in both ways. Right?
Right.
And I believe that if you work together with your friends and you just keep being you, and she puts her other hand right in the center of your chest, keep being who you were written to be or who you've become to be, that what you do will be what's right. And I'm excited to see what that is.
Yeah, he's teared up a little bit, but he definitely gives her a big hug back, and he says, thank you. Not just for saying that, but for all the times you've helped save me. Rainer smiles a little bit and he says, is there anything I should tell Dad?
She just says, I still think the Rock Arena was a bad idea.
Excellent.
And then, Rainer, behind you, you hear Leroy running across the town square saying, Rainer!
Oh, yeah. Hey, Leroy, are we still in the dream?
It's one of those things where, like, you turn around to see him, and then you are shaken awake.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
by the real Leroy. And he says, Rainer,
yeah,
come on, you gotta try JJ's breakfast today. It is the best stuff he has made yet. It is toast. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So good.
Is this the first time in all of the Beacon that Leroy has gotten to have toast?
He's had spicy bread, but not toast.
Right, not toast, yeah. Big difference.
So we resume with the rest of the group.
Excellent,
JJ's house.
Can I want to throw this in there real quick. Her name is Hazel. I just feel like it's weird that we've gone so long with not having her have a name.
Jamie, we have gone 3 years in this podcast and we have not named our language.
Right. Well, yeah, but she's a character.
99 episodes.
But she's a real person, though. Like, I don't want to just keep having her be referred to constantly as Rainer's mom, you know?
Sure.
Like,
Hazel Bjornsson.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
So the group is all gathered together.
What time of day is it?
It is early for Jonathan.
Okay.
Late for Grurk.
Yes.
The main reason being JJ, he's got a business to run, so he's got to get over to the kitchen. And so he had woken up everyone for breakfast just to kind of be like, get out of my house.
Oh, yeah,
if you're leaving. In a polite way. He said it nicer than that. But I'm not doing any lines because I want to get to the heat of it. Everyone's at breakfast. And of course, JJ did make a great meal.
Yep.
Toast and other things. There's more stuff than that. Grurk probably says, all right, I guess it's time for us we got everything we need here in the beacon. We've got a guide, or I think we got 2 guides to help us leave Grilta and run. And so I think it's just a matter of deciding where we go and who's going where.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone hasn't decided yet which route they're taking, I guess now's the time.
Well, we're all going to somewhere, right? That wasn't like a rhetorical question. I mean, we're all going to the port town of somewhere, right? We have to go there first, right?
Well, it depends on where, you're wanting to go. I mean, I was there with you guys when we were talking about this whole fiasco. If you want to go to Varden, that's not in the same direction as somewhere. Those are different directions.
Right.
Run,
Okay.
Do you know how to get to somewhere from here?
I do, and that is part of our friendship, is that I would assist you with that.
We will address that concerning statement in a moment.
She leans over. I don't want to talk about the deal we made. I don't want to talk about that in front of these people.
Okay, I did momentarily forget about that. So I just saw it as a very weird statement said in a weird way.
Like a very concerning mental health statement of Run not understanding that she can have relationships outside of mandated job stuff.
No. In character, Rach goes,
Gotcha.
"Hun, it's her." And he says it maybe a little too loud. It's her saying she doesn't want to admit to the whole group that she's only helping us because we helped kill the magistrate. That's part of her contract.
Katrina just completely, without missing a beat, she's like, so it sounds like we have 2 groups. One group is going to somewhere. I know myself and Raish and Run are going to somewhere.
Yep.
And it sounds like there's another group going to Varden. So it sounds like it's just kind of pixies and choosies who does what.
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm going with you, Rainer, wherever you go. So that's where I'm going.
Right, and I've made up my mind that I'm going to help with Varden before I try to get back home.
Then that's where I'm going. Done deal.
All right. Trouble surprisingly looks conflicted. I think he even drums his hand on the table a little bit, and he's like, I do like the thought of going back to the gate. And you guys, and he points to Katrina and Raish, and he's like, you guys seem just absolutely wild.
We would have a great time.
Right.
That's for sure.
Right. That's the thing. It's, man, but I really want to kill Murgic, though. And he says it very casually, and he's still holding his head and his chin in his hand, what to do.
Raish, honey, this isn't. We're not trying to convince people to go with us. It's it's a choosing thing. We're not trying to win them over to go with us.
I'm just saying, if Trouble were to go with, I'd enjoy that because we're best friends. So, but he's his own man.
Oh,
and I would respect his decision. I just miss him a lot, is all I'm saying.
Oh my god, I want okay, out of character, I want him to go to the gate with those guys so badly, but I feel like I can't because I just set it up that he absolutely hates Murgic and wants to punch him in the face, you know?
Yeah.
He is down to fight.
That's a whole new meaning to DTF. Quis says, guys, I'm gonna be straight with you. There's absolutely no reason why I would want to go back to Costa Doreen. I'm supposed to be dead, so like that's my worst interest. So
yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
He brings you the best points. That's not an option for you.
So I'm going to Varden, I guess.
All right, Quis is going with us. Grorg, Jonathan, Abil.
What?
I guess it's a great point.
Wait, is this implying that Jonathan fell asleep at the table?
It is early for Jonathan. Jonathan sleeps in.
Right.
It's early.
Yeah, no, that checks out.
Takes a sip of some spicy sauce and
Yes.
helps wake him up a little bit.
Right.
Spicy sauce. I guess I will be going wherever my business associates go. I would wager that Varden will probably have a lot of potential business, would be my guess.
Jonathan raises up like a very limp hand for a high five from Abil.
Excellent.
And he gives you the high five back.
Sweet.
You know, I'm down for going back to Varden. I miss that place. And Grilta, actually, we would be heading north, right? Oh, yeah, we'd probably head north. I might have us cut through the mountains. It might be a little bit quicker. We'll probably swing by Garka, and then that's where we're gonna, head into the mountains. And you see Gror kind of like tense up, but also smile, and he's like,
Oh my god.
"All right, good. That's what I want. I think it's time.
Oh my god.
It's time to go back home."
Oh my god. It's happening.
Jonathan just says, "Yeah, what these guys said."
Eloisa, what are you going to do?
Oh boy, guys, you're all my friends, and I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me and everything that you've taught me and everything that we've been through. But I did it. We did the thing that we came to do, and I know that this Mirjik thing is bad. I was there, but I mean the only reason I'm here is because of my sister. I never would have come to the gate if it weren't for her. This all started because of the Sun Festival, and I did it. And I don't want to leave you guys hanging, but I also don't know how much help I'm going to be moving forward.
I think Grilta, she gets down to Eloise's level. She says, "Understand that you're kind of going through some turmoil, but this is where it's interesting. The words you said to me made it sound like you knew what you were supposed to do. Your logic, your argument, all your points, which are all great points, by the way, made it seem like you should just go back home. But yet, you're still asking that question. You're still wondering, which means there's something really strong. There's a reason you don't want to leave this group, or that you still would want to go and fight Mirjik. Now, I don't know what that is. I'm not you. Even though we are one, I'm not you." And I think she looks around at the whole group that has said they're going to Varden, and she says, "Maybe you've just got a special connection here to these people. Or maybe you realize your quest isn't actually done yet."
Eloise starts to tear up a little bit, and she says, "Well, of course I don't want to go. I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are my friends."
I mean, if I were to say what I would prefer, I would like you to come with.
Trouble says something that is not helpful at all, which is he's like munching on some bread, and he's like, "I mean, we're splitting up, so no matter which one you do, you're gonna be leaving some people." And he like keeps chomping on his bread.
Great, thanks, Trouble.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm used to them leaving. And Katrina says,
Wow.
"Oh, okay. Well, I
She's
mean,
not wrong.
it didn't not hurt a little. It's not wrong, and I get it."
Leroy also is now munching on bread too. I like this, sitting on the sidelines, just saying stuff. This is good. She's not wrong.
I think Eloise.
Hold up. But I'm glad, Katrina, we got to kill some time together yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
Still just you're so
Phrasing.
utterly confused by your existence every day.
Wow.
Leroy, every day.
That's what my parents said.
I'm sure in probably the same way that I feel that I just can't fathom how much of what goes on in that head of yours is coherent, true thought, and how much of it is just pure dumb luck.
He wiggles his eyebrows. He's like, we'll never know. We'll never know.
And that is something that I do believe to be true.
Jeez.
Eloise has been doing a lot of thinking these past 20. It's been a crazy 24 hours.
Oh my god.
And she says, "Okay, I think if we take it back one step further, it was actually Mirjik's fault of why I came on this crazy quest with you guys. Because if it wasn't for Mirjik, there would be no conquest. If there was no conquest, there wouldn't be any problem. And so, in the interest of making a decision and not splitting up the team, because I'm pretty sure things are going to be okay with Bathilda because of what happened yesterday, I will go with the group to Varden."
Yeah.
All right.
I think Grog gives her a hug.
You know, that is an interesting way to think about it, because when you put it that way, it makes me think, like, trying to stop Mirjik now is kind of in the service of, like, trying to make sure that a Bathilda situation doesn't keep happening to other people, you know?
Right, it's preventative.
Yeah. I like the flow of that logic, yeah.
All right, then, it's settled. We have our fellowships.
One much larger than the other, but yes.
Yes, I think it is good. So I have been, while you have all been talking, I have been making a itinerary of what resources we'll need for our journeys. Now, JJ has brought a lot of food out here, and I have, as you can see, a list. Now, it's going to be a lot to carry. I don't know if we'll have enough room in all of our bags.
Quis says, "Hey, Jonathan."
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And he holds he holds Christopher open at the end of the table, and Jonathan just puts his hand on one end and walks and slides everything down into the bag. And just like, just like slides it all into the bag, and Quis just like snaps it shut and goes, "All right, what's next?"
I think Abil is like, I am simultaneously impressed and also quite upset because it was organized and sorted, and I don't know how well that carried over into being pushed into a giant bag. There is no sorting in a bag. There's no shelves in a bag.
I get it carried over because if
there's no labels in the bag. Now I will have to sort it on the road. He's like pacing around, like Sausage is following behind him as he's just pacing around the room.
"Hey, Jonathan."
Yep, you got it, buddy.
And he goes over and he grabs a bookshelf, and he starts to like drag it towards the bag.
What?
Okay,
Trouble,
I will say this.
Trouble is like, we didn't pay for any of this. He's gonna be... This is not right.
I will say there is an aperture limit on Christopher,
right.
The bag of endless capacity.
What? You said you wanted shelves.
He did?
We cannot...
You said there's no shelves in the bag to organize the stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you understand. Just because there is a shelf in there, there is no ground for it. Does it stand upright? How do we know would it actually hold it? Or when you throw the bag around, like I know you will, if it will just fall all over the place.
Quis has his
off the
whole
shelf.
like upper body in the bag, like looking at it. No, he's right. There's stuff everywhere. And Katrina just quickly like grabs him before he falls in and just sets him down.
I think Abil is like, this is a very dangerous bag. What if we fall into the bag?
Oh my god.
Can you fall in? How do you grab something in the bag?
Eloise is just belly laughing. Like, this is hysterical. This is everything. Like, this is everybody. This is the group. This is the fam. And she knows she made the right choice.
These are the questions that you have to ponder when you introduce a bag of holding.
So I think with that being said, everyone finishes up their breakfast, packing all their things. Does Quis return the thing he stole from JJ? The box with the photos and the key.
Oh my god, that fucking photo.
That random plot detail that I'm forcing us to resolve one way or another.
Because nobody else knows about it, right?
Just Quis.
Quis takes the box, and as like everybody's getting ready to leave, he puts the box in the middle of the now empty table and sets the picture outside the box, like propped up against it.
Okay.
And he leaves a note next to it that just says why.
Sure.
Can I assume this is after the rest of us left that room?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because or else that would... Yeah, okay.
And he won't know the answer to why.
Yep. He's pretty used to that.
Is the Mirjik book in the bag still? Because that's originally why we had it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did we convince Mystery Seeker to let us have that bag?
Grabbed it.
How did we
didn't
convince
want
him to
it.
let us have that book?
Grabbed
To
it.
help with the research.
Fair enough, yeah.
To remember, he used that bag as a trash bag.
That's
before,
absolutely true,
so-
yes.
So he didn't really care that much about it.
Right, hopefully we took the trash out before we put the food in, yeah.
He did. That was in the episode, yeah. I guess it's fair that we have so many questions about this bag.
Right.
Because that's why Mystery Seeker probably had it. It's because everyone's like, how?
Right, to study.
Like, none of the other Magi could figure out, like, the rules to this bag. And so they're like, you deal with it.
Right.
And now we have it. Okay, with that being said, Grilta, she is going to wager up a deal. She does need someone to sign. She says, okay, so basically it's a pretty chill rate.
Is this like an NDA?
Grilta, have we not paid you yet?
No.
You've been helping us for like the past day and a half, and we haven't...
Yeah, but that's not my job.
Oh.
My job is guiding you through the jungle. Just like hanging out and doing stuff. That's what friends do.
Oh, well, thank you, then. That means a lot.
But I will have to charge you for my job as just
yeah.
respect for the title of being a Surgeon General.
Oh,
I can't just give that away.
Of course.
So she just like points like, all right, this is how much it'll cost based off the distance that we're going for, allocated for the times and potential hazards that we're going to go through. You can pay me now, you can pay me then. But if you don't pay me then, just so you know, like I know people. And so I trust you guys. But you do have to pay.
No, she definitely knows people.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say the number of how much it costs because I don't want to.
Right.
But let's just say it's more than you have.
Okay.
But it's not insane. Like, based off of how much money you've gotten in just like a couple days of work, you wager you could probably get this money with one good scam.
I have 32,000 silver paper, and you're telling me I don't have enough for this fucking road trip?
32,000? Are you
John
sure?
Biz makes bank.
God damn.
I forgot you got money from that most recent
Yeah, bro.
From the show?
pre-show. Not the actual show, because you didn't.
Right,
that was kind
right.
of the jip from it. That's how you got screwed over.
Yeah.
You didn't get to make the money from the show, just the publicity. Yikes.
Yeah.
I would say, okay, with 32,000. Hold on, let me get my calculator out. No, let me get my calculator out.
Yeah, we haven't done this conversion in a few episodes here.
Okay, here we go. No, I got this. I figured I did this work. I got this.
Rainer has 900, which I thought was a lot up until about 3 minutes ago. So,
No, I got this. I got a calculator. I
Okay.
can do this. I can do the math. Okay, so
Trouble still has 0.
500 silver paper.
Yes.
So 32,000 divided by 500 is 64 gold pieces. And
Okay.
one gold piece is $20. So you have about $1,280.
Yes.
Okay.
For this trip.
Did we already say how long of a trip we're expecting it to be?
No.
Oh.
But I will say, okay, I can do this. I know this. I have this. I am prepared. I have this. I got it.
That's what I say when I have things prepared.
I know these things. It will be, she says, okay, it's probably going to be, depending on how fast we go, maybe like a 5-ish day journey to Garka. And then after that, it's
Oh, that's not bad.
Then after that, to get to Varden in the heart of Anima, it's going to be, since we're going to be cutting through the mountain pass, maybe like 12 days. So a total of 17 days at a rate of... Oh, fuck, I guess we got to figure this out. It's going to be...
I mean, you could just say she figures it out and tells them. Like, you don't have
Right.
She figures it out and tells them, and it's more than you currently have.
Damn.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I will also help provide for resources along the way. My whole...
And is that included in the fee?
Yes, that is in the fee. I'm basically getting you there safely. That's part of the fee.
Jonathan gets everyone into a huddle, including Grilta. And he says...
And the other group that isn't coming with?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Katrina had started to kind of like walk like big steps, like turn away, and Jonathan like grabbed him. He's like, "Okay, guys, we don't have enough money to pay Grilta for this right now, but I can almost guarantee that on this almost 20-day journey, we can find a way to scrounge up some extra silver paper. Almost positive.
In the jungle, though?
We are going to populated areas. We will be walking populated roads. Most of us can do magic. You are an enigma walking. Like, we can find something, my friend.
Now, Jonathan, I do gotta say, again, all in the huddle, we are going to my hometown. Are we gonna be scamming, like, my family? Is that what we're gonna do?
Without looking at Grow, Jonathan says, no, of course not. But I assume there's other people in your town. We'll probably meet people on the road. We don't have to work out the specifics right now. But I think, and Jonathan like pops his head out of the huddle. Grilta!
Greta also is still in the huddle. Yeah, she's like right next to him. Yo, what's up?
We will pay you upon arrival.
Okay, great. Love it. Thanks for including me in the huddle, guys. I really feel a part of this team.
And Katrina goes, okay, now we're going to go.
And with that, you all part ways.
Because we are one.
Well, now we're kind of... Oh, no, actually, Greta does go to run Raish and Katrina. Hey, just because we're going separate ways doesn't mean we're separate. Because we are one.
Yeah, and Katrina goes, oh, wait, hold on. And she takes off her cloak before Grelta, like, embraces her and squeezes her super tight.
Raish just goes, I don't know you.
That's probably true, yeah. I bet if we went back, they probably haven't said 2 words to each other.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Trouble goes up to Raish and he's like, really quick, he's like, you live in the gate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my hometown, sort of. So
okay.
Eventually, I'll look you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You can't.
Cool.
You can't miss me.
Katrina kind of looks at Grog and Rainer and Jonathan and Quis and Leroy and just kind of like shrugs and smiles and just like, well, see you later.
Wait, hold up. Wait, because I'm going to go back to Goldon when this is all said and done. Are you going back to Goldon?
I mean, probably, right? Like, inevitably, like, apparently, I can't go less than a few months without seeing you knuckleheads, so...
So what I'm hearing is, you'll come over for Gorf Ball? Yeah?
I'll come over to fucking wipe the floor with you in Gorf Ball.
Yeah.
That's right, that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah. Rainer's like, yeah, we'll definitely see you guys again. And it'll probably be sooner rather than later.
And as they're walking away, Katrina goes, Raish, Gorf Ball is a game, so there's 2 teams.
Oh my gosh.
With that, the party splits once again. You both head towards... Actually, you're supposed to head towards the Bawayu, because you're all heading north.
Uh-oh.
It's on the way.
Did we do that thing where we say all our emotional goodbyes, and then we realize that we have, like, a sizable chunk to walk together first, so it's just really awkward?
There was a little bit. There was a tiny bit of that, yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah, Katrina does the whole, like, guys, stop following me.
Yeah, this is weird now, yeah.
But I think what ends up happening is you all cut through the governing sector and just leave from there. There's a road that leads outward, and it forks off pretty quickly afterwards, and that's where the split is, where some of you go to somewhere, which I have canonically decided to spell somewhere as Sumweyr.
Oh, good, perfect, fantastic.
Somewhere.
You spelled it like it's the name of a dragon or some shit. Excellent.
Yes. So now it's cool and fantasy.
There should be a word for, like, overcomplicating something to make it sound more, like, fantastical.
Like, when you look at it, it looks cool, and then you pronounce it, it's just somewhere, and you're like, ah.
Right.
Like, when the British created the word aluminium to sound more, like, knowledgeable and scholarly, because aluminum was made up by the Americans.
Is that actually how that happened?
Yes, it is, and it's freaking stupid, because aluminum was discovered by an American and named aluminum.
So now that I think about it, is somewhere the orc name for the town, and it just happens to sound exactly like the word in our language somewhere?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Absolutely magnificent.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
Canon now.
That's how it is. It's canon now, bitch.
That's how it is. That's how it is, son. That's how it is.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Who's that from?
That's how it is?
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that from season 1?
It was one of the Hidgety farmer guys.
Philip?
Yes, Philip.
Somebody said
The
something,
Pidgety
and
feather farmer?
and you had him just stammer the phrase, that's how it is, 4 times in a row, but there was just a really good flow to it that made it sound absolutely so memeable. Yeah.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
So as your group is going through the Bawayu this morning, you can clearly see the damage that last night's fire had caused. It has been put out, but there is a huge chunk of the Bawayu that is scorched, and you can see some mage guards or magi or someone hovering, floating, swinging. They're up there trying to deal with it. There has been some residual damage as chunks of the branches have fallen off. In some of the districts, you can see some burning, but it's not like the whole city was destroyed. They will recover.
Yeah.
But that's none of your business. You're leaving. And so, you leave into the jungle. So here's where I have to say the sad news. I don't think we're going to be hearing from Katrina and her friends for some time, as we're going to be tracking now the main party.
Right.
As they head through the jungle, and we'll probably just touch base on Katrina and the assassins when we feel like it.
Yeah.
Or when that's relevant. So, who is going to set the pace?
Probably Grilta, right?
I think that would make sense, yeah.
I'm going to say, just because I don't want to have to always be rolling the dice every time, because that's lame, I think what Grilta, she says to you guys, she's like, okay, so I will be your guide, but I don't know, like, what levels of energy you guys have with you. I mean, I know we're one. So
fucking cop out.
I'm gonna need you guys to like set the pace of how fast we're going.
What?
And then I'll just say which way we're going.
Okay.
Well, certainly not Jonathan. I'll say that.
Rainer could take this first one. What is our word for the middle one? Medium, standard, something like that?
Normal.
I don't remember. A standard.
It's rushed, normal, and leisurely.
Normal. There we go. That's the one. Rainer chooses normal.
You have chosen
wonderful.
Poorly.
Jamie, please roll a d20.
A d20?
See, now
that
makes me nervous. That makes me feel like it's going to be music related or some shit.
No, it's travel.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's travel time, kids.
Okay.
Here's a refresher on how travel works in the last 10 minutes of this episode.
Yeah, tell me.
You pick your pace.
Yep.
Rushed. I've adjusted the speeds to be more impactful.
Okay.
Rushed is 30 miles. Normal is 20. Leisurely is 15.
Okay.
On a rush pace, we can't do anything character-wise. On a leisurely pace, you can describe what your characters do.
Yeah.
That would make sense while they're walking. So like conversations or reading something or whatever. Leisurely, they can do pretty much what they want. They could be training or making stuff or searching for things in the wilderness. Whoever sets the pace rolls a d20. I have a table of things, and some of them are nothing, but most of them are something.
Why are both of my co-hosts waving their arms back and forth like they're at a rave?
That's how you do it.
That was amazing.
That's how it is. That's how it is, son. What'd you roll?
Oh, I rolled a 16. I apologize.
Oh, man. We're just going to start right out the gate, okay? Right out the gate.
No, it's right out of the Bawayu. We did the gate already.
Yeah.
Zing!
Got him.
Dead, roasted.
Bazinga.
That's what it's all about.
Bazinga. All right, so, and this will be only relevant to characters with a character sheet. So Grilta will not do this.
Okay.
She is focusing on being your guide.
Yep.
What does people do today? And I'll give a quick little descriptor to help you. You're heading out into the jungle. And
Descriptor, my favorite Power Rangers villain.
Descriptor.
That was great.
Yeah.
The jungle is still quite lush. Nothing's different about that from the few times you were out here. Really tall trees with vines and moss growing on them. Lush undergrowth. You can hear the cacophony of birds and bugs making background noise, frogs and such. Every now and then you can hear or see maybe something off in the jungle, but you're not quite sure what it is. The road you're going on, it is not as nice as like the old Elven road, which also wasn't, perfect. It is definitely well traveled, as it is the connection between these cities, but it's not paved. It's just kind of a path that has been taken that makes the most sense to go between and around the trees. The trees were not cut down to make way for this road.
Right.
So in that sense, it does kind of wind a little bit. It's not perfectly straight. There's some spots that might be a little bit bumpier, or that might have some plant going over, and a few spots that maybe you wouldn't be sure where the road went, but Grilta obviously does know where it is.
That's why she gets paid the big bucks.
That's why she gets paid the big bucks.
Eventually.
So that's the scene for you.
Eloise very much wants to take some of this time on the trip to learn better how to use her meteor hammer. And so she is going to be some distance away from everybody while she is swinging it around. But she's going to be like practicing like changing directions of the weight and like swinging, spinning, you know, air juggling combos, all that good stuff, Devil May Cry stuff. So yeah, she's gonna be practicing her meteor hammer.
Great. Now, because you are traveling, you won't get as much benefit as if you were, sitting down and working on it. But let's have Eloise make a weapon handling roll for whatever the meteor hammer is.
Did we say whip?
Yeah, I think we did say whip. Yep.
Right.
Make a whip roll. She's trying to learn though, so for that, I'm gonna make it a difficulty 3.
All right, that's a failure with advantage.
Okay. What's your current weapon handling, skill?
2.
Number? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, so you're not going to get the boost from that. That's not going to improve.
That makes sense.
Makes sense. You failed. You didn't do it. Sorry. Oh, this is our first time doing traveling stuff with the new rules.
Is it?
Yeah, because we were teleported after the rules were changed, so we didn't have to do traveling.
So I'm going to say your advantage could be that...
Advantage is Grorg sees Eloise failing miserably and offers to help next time.
Yeah. It didn't take long. I think she stepped aside and he kind of was like, hey, where'd Eloise go? And then he sees her in the back.
She kept getting it stuck in tree branches and...
Right.
Hitting herself accidentally with it every now and then. It doesn't hurt though, because that would have been a disadvantage.
Then I don't know where she's hitting herself with it, because that's like a 3, it's like a heavy thing.
Well, it hurts, but she didn't break bones or anything serious. But it's probably ow.
Jonathan takes a mirror out of his disguise kit, and he is trying to figure out how to style his new hair.
Right. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. Does Quis help him with that? Because Quis has an improve beauty spell thing.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh,
or does
goodness.
Quis want to work on his wand? Look at his wand.
He's going to use the... Yeah, you know what? For this one, yeah, Quis is doing wand investigation stuff.
Okay.
Love it.
So let's start with the Jonathan stuff.
Yep.
Jonathan's trying to style his hair.
Yeah.
I think, we should definitely have a skill that has to do with style.
Cosmetics.
Or cosmetics or beauty. I think we should make a new skill for that. Okay, I'm officially making there be a new skill called styling.
Styling.
Jonathan, you have a proficiency in that.
That's a great name for it, because that can be used for many different situations to be good at styling.
So Jonathan, make a difficulty roll. I think this is tough. Difficulty 3.
Jeez, all right.
I mean, this is weird hair. This is weird hair.
So it's a success. I rolled 3 successes, so it's a success.
Great.
Damn.
Great.
I did roll 5 disadvantages, and I don't really know what that translates to in the scope of the small thing that I'm trying to do.
I love this. This is why this game is great.
Jeez.
So you are going to succeed in finding a great style for your hair.
Cool.
You are going to succeed at looking absolutely fly.
Shui.
Fly shui?
Sure. Yeah, it's like
That's
feng
the
shui, but for style.
That's the first disadvantage. It's called fly shui.
Flash way.
The hairstyle and the vibe that you now give off with your entire outfit is called fly shui.
My
Right.
ensemble.
Your ensemble.
Is this being invented right now, or is that a thing in some part of Palladium?
Maybe
Yeah.
Salim Diam invented it
Oh shit.
when he created his purple plaid outfit, because I'm pretty sure
It is a new Yeah, it's a new style.
When these characters finally meet, somehow it's gonna be brought up, and he's gonna be like, oh, Flash Way. Oh my goodness.
You know what?
You know Flash Way.
That's a Stop. That's a second disadvantage.
What?
Is that your outfit, and you can't notice it, but maybe Quis notices it.
Right now.
It gives off a Murgic stench.
Oh.
That makes so much sense, though, Nathan. Because it's so friggin' chaotic. There's so much going on between the boots and the tweedles and the jacket and the hat and the hairstyle.
2 scythes. You have officially unlocked a Murgic outfit. That's what Fly Shui is.
Wow.
Murgic outfits.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
That's canon. So it gives off a Murgic sense.
Yeah.
That's definitely a disadvantage.
God damn. Yeah, Raynor is just like, hey, Jonathan, something about, like, your whole setup is kind of suddenly, like, a little disorienting, but also it always has been. It's a weird feeling. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, not look at you right now.
Yeah, I have that effect on
feel
most
bad.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have, you know what? That's gonna be another disadvantage is of Flashway is that it's. I mean, it works, but it is off-putting. And maybe it's because it works so well, people are jealous.
Oh no!
Maybe because it's actually terrible. No one knows.
This is going to be like a really interesting advantage, though. He's so overt, he's covert. He is like refusing to be perceived.
Like you said at Disneyland, there's that color green that no one can see.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
This is going to be, like most things with Jonathan, a very interesting thing to play around with.
And you don't have a shadow, which I think is also Flashway.
Yeah, goddamn.
Like, that adds to it. We got 2 more disadvantages. I'm just going to say the other disadvantage is that Gorg and Abil both don't like it. They don't like your aesthetic. No, Abil does. I think Gorg would, because it's rainbow, and that's very sim.
Oh, yeah.
So he would like that. Abil doesn't. He thinks it's atrocious. I do not like this. Jonathan, it is hurting my eyes.
Well, it's a good thing I don't fucking live my life to please you, then, isn't it, Abil?
Oh my god, what?
I know this every day. And then the last disadvantage, tell me what it actually looks like. What is the hairstyle? And this is a disadvantage.
All right, hold on. The first thing that came to my head was a pompadour.
What does that mean again?
Oh, that's like the big swoopy hair, right?
It can be.
Okay.
I'm thinking like
the poofy wigs of olden days?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking like 50s greaser pompadour.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is fun because the way you guys described Flashway and how, like, contradictory and unknowable and weird it is just how I feel about fashion for real. So
in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what I had in mind.
I think Jonathan is officially the most described of all Knight's Quest.
He really is.
I would agree.
Absolutely, yeah.
Every part of him. And it's all noticeable. And like he is Jonathan Bismarck, and there can be no mistaking him as someone else. Let's just finish trying to resolve all the characters before we end the episode.
Troubles is not going to impact any stats or anything. We don't have enough time to actually climb things, but he is practicing, like, his run-up and, like, the first jump onto a tree, but, like, can't actually climb the tree because we got to keep moving, so he'll, like, drop and then keep going with the group. And then to the jump onto the next tree or rock, right? But that's all he's practicing right now.
So you're working on, like, jumping onto the roots?
Yes.
They're pretty sizable.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
What's your fancy feet skill right now?
It is a 2 in dexterity. We do have 1 check mark in fancy feet, and I have written directly next to it, parentheses, climbing.
Oh, for climbing.
Yeah, I think we gave that to him after something specific, probably after the tree thing.
Yeah, after you pronounced that you had climbed the tree.
Yes, that's correct. I don't need that to actually be changed right now. I just wanted to add it in for the story. Yeah.
Roll fancy feet.
Oh shit! Okay.
You're doing a thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
You roll the thing.
Absolutely fair
enough.
You
roll the thing.
What should the difficulty be?
2.
All right.
You're not trying to improve your stat, you said?
That's correct.
Yeah, then just 2.
That's an advantage and nothing, so I guess a failure.
Dang it, Trouble.
He somehow fails at this. Yeah.
You can't. You try to jump and you can't get over the roots. They're a little too big, and everyone's just still moving past, so you're not able to focus on it. The advantage...
Do I find something... not something cool and important, but something dumb and, like, sort of fun? Like, a new... We discover a new creature.
You find a good walking stick.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Just a bomb-ass walking stick.
I'll take that.
Good walking stick.
Absolutely. I don't believe he kept the discipline read from the fight. So now he has something to, like, absently swing around. Not really used as a weapon, but he has a thing to, like, fidget with in his hands.
All right, Quis, what do you do?
Quis is going to investigate his wand. And not that way, you perv.
Quis?
Was that another My Immortal reference?
Yeah.
Quis, what is your lore stat?
I've got a 3 in intelligence and 1 proficiency in lore.
I want you to make a lore roll Difficulty 3, but with a boost from your... So this is an area you would have more knowledge in. I just want to see how much you know about wands in general.
I don't believe they've come up in conversation at all in our travels, have they? Like, we haven't met characters who use wands or anything before this.
Mm-mm.
So it is a success with 1 disadvantage.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay. So you succeed in that you know about wands, so I'm going to tell you that. The disadvantage is going to be, and I think this makes sense, you personally have not handled a wand. So this is all stuff you've learned.
Yeah, Quis is purely a ring-based magic until now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've not talked much about Quis's education, but you definitely had one.
Yeah, he went to school.
So here's what we know about wands. And this is common knowledge. Like, this isn't like a deep secret, but obviously not everyone knows it if you're not in the magic community. So in order to cast spells, you need 3 things. In order to cast a spell, you need 3 things. One of them is anima. We all know this one. Number 2, you need the knowledge of the spell, whether that be just knowing about it. Maybe there's like verbal components or hand gestures.
Fair enough.
You just need to know how to do the spell.
Sure.
And number 3 is a device to cast it. So this could be amulets, it could be an ocarina, it could be rings, or it could be wands. Technically, you can use your own body as a casting device, but this is very dangerous.
Right.
And requires more anima. So good casting devices like rings and wands provide some of that anima for you, so your spells can be stronger or not take as much out of you. As you said, Quis, you're a ring-based magician, wizard. Rings are good for beginners. They're simple, they're easy to use, and they usually come with like pre-done spells in them. So like the knowledge of the spell comes with the ring. So your Dragon Spit ring, when you got that ring, you didn't have to learn a thing. The ring did it for you. So that's pretty nice. But they're not as strong as a wand. Wands are like ideal for just conducting and casting magic, and they help you do it. It's very little anima cost, and it can make the spells a lot stronger and more powerful. So the best wizards and magic casters use wands or scepters to cast their spells to get the highest effect.
That's awesome. Okay.
And what you know about this wand, because this comes with just wand knowledge, is it's made of Wayu wood,
right?
Which is like top tier. Like I don't know if it's the best one in the world, but it's like top 5 best types of wands you could get, maybe top 3, because it has just so much anima in it. So this wand that you inherited is really, really good for casting spells and making them stronger than they would be normally if you just used your casting rings.
Sweet.
Cool.
Also, just for because I have simplified the process of using magic down into a simple acronym. You need a source, you need an action, and you need a conduit, or SAC, as I like to call it.
Gosh.
All right.
Dang it.
Cool.
Sure. You didn't have to do that, but you did.
But you did.
Here's the thing. Quis really wants a new hat.
Are you implying that he's going to learn a spell of making hats?
I don't
saying
think he
that
wouldn't be the most un-Quis-like thing to happen.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
you're not
I'm
wrong.
going to say this. This was my next point, and I think this flows into what you're going to do. So, you have a mixture of spells right now on your character sheet.
Yes.
Some of them come from specific rings, like the Red Ring of Death and the Fire Spit ring.
Right.
Dragon Spit ring. Those ones you could not cast with the wand because you don't really know. They're dependent on the ring.
They're like scrolls in Skyrim.
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
But some of your spells you could, like Thweep. That's just a spell you know.
Right.
Enhance Beauty.
Chill drink.
Those are spells
The big 3.
that you just learned and you were doing through your casting ring. So those ones you could do through the wand, and we could, in theory, amp them up to what the next level be. So Chill Drink could just become now a freezing spell.
Ooh, okay.
Sure.
Enhance Beauty can now become actually this is kind of like, I don't know if it would be illusion or actually.
Is Quis going to get a styling stat?
Yes! But it's also
Yeah, so
like
how about this?
fucking prestidigitation.
Enhance Beauty now as a spell is you make a styling roll using spellcasting.
Nice.
Is what that does.
And do I have a proficiency in styling?
No.
Okay, well.
Because what you do is you cast it using your spellcasting, so you don't need a proficiency in styling.
Nice.
So that's what that one does. So what I'm saying is, if you want a better hat, you could cast Enhance Beauty on your hat.
Yes, I'm going to do that. Quis is going to do that shit.
Excellent. And now that it's beefed up, it's not just illusory. The hat is going to actually physically change.
We'll see how the spell goes down.
Ooh, excellent.
So use spellcasting, right?
Yep, use spellcasting. I mean, this isn't that difficult. Because it's just a hat. So I'm going to go difficulty 2 on that for that reason. And he's casting it with the wand.
I got a motherfucking triumph, baby.
Whoa!
There we go.
Okay.
That's how we want it. This is what we need.
It's just all successes, no disadvantages.
Okay.
All right.
And one advantage and a triumph.
You succeed with triumph. And for that reason, Jake, you can make this hat look like whatever you want. I'm not going to say it can have, and here, how about this? It can have one beyond natural trait to it.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to do something that is going to sound like a cop-out, and it kind of is, but I don't want to describe it in this episode. I want to describe it next episode. But guys, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Okay, yeah.
Jamie, since Rainer set the pace, can you roll an awareness check for me? Difficulty 3.
I would love to do that thing you said. I would really love to. Am I losing awareness? Am I losing it?
Oh, no, I got rid of that one. It's just searching.
Oh, okay.
I did. That was from the old version. Yikes, Nathan.
Gotcha. So, that's not great. That's a failure and still a disadvantage. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Fuck.
So then...
This could be trouble.
No, trouble's already in the party.
So then with that, as you are walking down this path, and Quis is just cast this spell to transform his hat, and it is now beautiful.
Right.
And everyone's, maybe that was the distraction. Everyone turned and looked to see this now cool hat. All of a sudden, a spear whizzes past you guys and thunks in a tree that Trouble was trying to hop up on the roots. And you all turn around and you see a group of orcs all coming towards you. They say something in Orcish.
And everyone looks at Grorg.
Grorg and Grilta both look at each other, and they both look at the party, and they say, "Okay, guys, we're gonna need to act really cool, or we're gonna get in a lot of trouble." Hey there, Questies! It's me, Nathan. Hey, thanks for listening to episode 23 of Season 3. That's a lot. And it took us 20 episodes to leave the beacon. But we left. We did it, so y'all can stop harassing us about it. Y'all can stop bugging us about it. We did it. The plot is moving. You're welcome. Hey, announcement stuff. Announcement time. Well, there's two things. The first one is a big announcement that I am choosing in this moment to save until next week. Not next week, in 2 weeks. So you're gonna have to wait for that one. But another announcement that I will share right now, because I think you might want the heads up, is that we've been doing season 3 for almost a whole year now, nonstop, just cranking it out, chugging it along, and we're having a lot of fun. But I think we need a tiny little, just a small little break. So over the month of December, we're going to be taking a mid-season break. Now that being said, we are still going to be releasing episodes every other week during December, so it's not much of a break. It's mainly just a break from the main canon story episodes that we've been telling, and then we're going to tell some bonus ones. And they're different types. We're doing some different types of bonus episodes than usual. And I'm not going to tell you what they are until the next episode, because I need to keep it in suspense. But it's going to be good stuff. And then we'll pick it back up in the new year with the regular episodes. We're taking a little break because it's been a long time, and we're going to be celebrating something, because the next episode that comes out is a special episode. The one that comes out in 2 weeks, which will be released on November 19th. That episode is special. Can you figure out why it's special? Do the math. I think you're smart. You can figure it out. Next episode, it's going to be a special one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure to listen to the announcements on that one because it's really, really big. Like, this is, again, biggest one. I don't know why I'm just telling you now. It's because I don't want to yet. So take that. If you haven't noticed, I'm in a weird energy right now, and I can't tell you why. Otherwise, go to the website, kqpockets.com, the music, the merch, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Again, next up's going to be a banger. We're taking a break in December, but there'll still be episodes. That's it. Yeah, I gotta go run or something. I'm feeling hyper. Anyway, may your place in his story be long. Someone else.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Jake just shared a picture with us.
You just brought to mind like 5 different anime characters, and that is absolutely destroying my brain.
Okay. Rainbow. And Jester's cap.
Can we post that with like no context on the
Yeah,
Knight's
I'll post
Quest
it with the
page?
freaking mini golf meme.
Yep. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm going to keep this plot moving just because we're nearing the end of the episode here.
This is a future meme. You won't get it yet. Oh my god.
No, I don't get it yet. I don't get it. Let's do
one
Quis
of these memes you will understand. One of them you won't. You must answer our riddles 3.
Let's deal with